Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. Now, of course, today's no different. Today, we're back to talk about what they're calling a staged photo shoot when it comes to Erika Girardi. This woman cannot catch a break. We're going to get into all of that and the details. But before we do, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we've seen the photos of Erika Girardi, Erika Jane, shopping at TJ Maxx in Pasadena, and she was shopping for discount clothes, which is not anything out of the normal for, I guess, a normal person. But when it comes to Erika, we know before this scandal, you would have never caught her dead in a TJ Maxx. You never would have seen her there. But now it seems to be a little bit different. Now, our biggest question is, were you shopping for discount clothes because, well, that's what you can afford at this point? Or was it a staged photo shoot to make it look like you're trying to humble yourself? It seems like Ronald Richards, who is the powerhouse attorney behind investigating Erika Girardi's funds, where they went, where they're coming from, where they're going, it seems like he has a few opinions and he's taken to Twitter to share those with us. This is what was said. After offering Erika a deal to pay up by a certain time, and then he will give 10% back of what he makes, it ended up expiring, and Erika thought that this deal seemed like extortion. She called him out on Twitter, and he went to Twitter to say, nope, deal has expired. Actually, what he wrote was, offers for attorney fees free and return of payment shall expire in 24 hours. Well, that 24 hours is over. Instead of creating staged press outings at TJ Maxx, just return some of the money. No one drives to Pasadena when the closest TJ Maxx is 2.5 miles from the luxury rental. Locals would know. Actually, I used to go to that TJ Maxx too. Not the one in Pasadena, but the one that's close to Erika Girardi's luxury rental. So he's not wrong about that, just to be fair. But it keeps going. He said his statement is a lot to unpack, and at the moment, Ronald Richards and the trustee presiding over Erika Jane's husband, Tom Girardi's bankruptcy, are suing Erika Jane for the return of the $25 million. They accused Tom Girardi of using his law firm's funds to pay the bills for Erika Jane's company, EJ Global, for over a decade. Now, we know that she racked up over $14 million Amex bill, allegedly. Getting back to the deal that Ronald Richards offered recently, it was to accept any portion of the $25 million without him charging any fees for his work. Erika Jane has not taken him up on the offer. And again, like I said, she said, this feels like extortion. Of course, Ronald Richards wasn't going to be quiet about that. He took to Twitter and gave a proper definition of what extortion actually is. Now, the reason that Ronald Richards is speculating that this TJ Maxx outing would be a staged photo shoot is because the photos were interesting when it appeared that there was a cameraman who made it into the store while Erika Girardi was shopping, and she didn't seem fazed by the fact that the paparazzi were following her around the store at all. Now, could this be true and the paparazzi were following her? Yes, 100%, absolutely. But does it seem likely that they would follow her into a TJ Maxx and that the manager or anyone who is running the store wouldn't be like, hey guys, sorry, we don't have or accept paparazzi in the store? I feel like that would be, most stores do that. This is where it's kind of not adding up. And I agree with that. Regardless, Erika Girardi has yet to respond to the $25 million lawsuit, but is gearing up for a court war. This is what they're saying on Radar Online, but they also said she recently filed again more documents to start to appeal the process to remove Ronald Richards as the attorney in charge of the investigation. She claims he keeps harassing her on social media and believes he has a conflict of interest. We've heard this. We're no strangers to hearing this information. She feels like Ronald Richards is exhibiting tabloid-like behavior and that he's doing this for his own clout, trying to get famous off of the backs of all of those involved in the Girardi scandal. And Ronald Richards has just made it very clear, I'm not trying to get famous off your scandal. I have many other clients. I'm trying to find out where the money is so we can pay back the victims. This is not the first time that Erika and her defense team have filed a motion to take Ronald Richards off of the case, but every time they do, from what he's saying, it looks like it's just costing everyone money. It's delaying the whole process, and it's not getting approved. It hasn't been approved yet. It's actually been declined. So why keep going if it's not to just stall the inevitable, right? Now, we know when it comes to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we only have a few episodes left, and they will continue to play out. We have to see everything that is going on, and as it comes out, it'll be interesting. We also know that the finale will take place at Crystal Kung Minkov's house or event. It's going to be a Chinese New Year party. And from what we heard, the women ended off on a good note until they had to sit down and rewatch all of the footage. Erika Girardi has also been vocal about that on Twitter, because when she saw Dorit, PK, Maurizio, and Kyle making fun of her story, clowning her story, laughing at her story about Tom the burglar and the car accident, she obviously did not feel too good about it. Well, the reunion's already over, so if there was any sort of animosity, I'm sure it was already addressed. And honestly, I have to applaud Erika. And this is one of the few times I do applaud her in any of these cases, but I have to applaud her for even showing up, because other housewives have not shown up. I do understand this is her main source of income. So yeah, if you want to get paid, you probably better show up. However, she could have easily walked and said, F this, I'm not answering shit. But she didn't. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. We're hearing that the reunion will come out in October, probably anytime between October 5th and October 15th. That's the news that we're getting. I just hope it's true, because we also heard that we were going to get a Real Housewives of New York reunion, and somebody dropped the ball there, because now the Real Housewives of New York reunion, as per last week, has been canceled. All right, guys, I'm so curious what your thoughts are. What do you feel about Erika Girardi's TJ Maxx photo shoot? Do you feel like she was actually shopping for discount clothes, or do you feel like this was a total paparazzi setup? Are you agreeing with Ronald Richards that something here doesn't add up? I mean, if you think about it, to play devil's advocate, she could have been going over to Pasadena to meet up with a friend, and then she thought, okay, I'm over here, I'm in the area anyway, so why not stop in TJ Maxx? Or she could have easily just had someone call the paparazzi and say, hey, I'm going to be at TJ Maxx. This isn't the first time the Girardis have been accused of a photo op. When Tom Girardi went to Belmont Village, which is an assisted living facility, senior assisted living facility, he was photographed outside of there as well. And Ronald Richards questioned, why would the Daily Mail be outside of Belmont Village unless they were tipped off? That kind of raises red flags too. So I'm going to give you this information, and I definitely need your opinions. Guys, go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell, because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.